Look how beautiful that place. Straight ahead, it's Ashdod, which was a Philistine city, not a Palestinian, Philistine city, let's say 1200 BC. Tel Azekah, that's where we believe that the battle between David and Goliath was. Then we are in the Israelite side. The other side is not less than the Philistine side, and it's a border place. And when they actually started to excavate here at around 2007, they found here the wall, and they found a door here. And it's beautiful to see. First of all, the 4 rooms here, 2 here and 2 the other side. But look at that stone that was brought here, and you can see where the door was. Another thing that you can see, that renovation line right here. Another thing that it's important to understand, that that city, we find a lot of seeds, olive seeds, and we checked it. It's from 10th century BC, from the time of King David, my friends. And we found here 2 layers. Most of it is from the city of David, the time of David, and later on, small part, 800 years later, from the Hellenistic. The wall is actually surrounding all the city, and it's like a very important wall, casemate wall, and you can see it there, for example. City from time of King David, from time of Goliath. Whoa! You can see the casemate wall, but it's actually part of a house. You can see the entrance to a house. You can see stairs to downstairs. There are houses of 2, 3, even 60 rooms. That tells you that there is kind of upstairs, downstairs, upstairs. It's city. It's not something small or not important. You can see the casemate walls here as well. That's the entrance that we just entered. And here we found some pottery, ostrakon, like pottery with letters on it. What we found here, I'll make the short shorter. We found here one of the first Hebrew inscriptions, the first one. If not that, he believes that it's the first one. I believe in. Then we do have a city here, and what we know is that city actually been here for 2 generations, not more than that. Look how beautiful it is. What we found here, and another thing, is the storerooms that looks like, oh, it's not only private people lives here, it's actually more than that. You can understand that we need to excavate more. That part is one of the hands, but you can see how beautiful it is. Another important thing is that the city was built just like a city from the Judean time, only here. And now we know that it's a Judean city from the time of King David, 2 generations, lots of people, casemate wall, and this is only the beginning. When I say that it's like a Judean city, it's different than cities in Israel. Remember the 12 tribes after Solomon time, Israel split into two, Israel to the north. Here it's Judea. Judea, it's only two tribes, Judea and Benjamin. Israel, it's like 10 tribes. Then here, because everyone knew each other, the idea was that one of the walls of the houses will reach the casemate, or be part of the wall itself. In the Israeli cities, let's say the north, Hatzor, for example, there will be a wall, and then a street, and then the houses will be next to it. And this is totally part of Judea. The scholar actually said that everyone who lived here used to be part of the army. Then in that case, to use the casemate as the houses walls, it's not a problem. The second question is, what is the name of that place? Then for that, we have to go to the Bible, of course. Bible, let's go to the Bible. At Samuel, the first one, chapter 17, we can read about the battle between Goliath and David, and everyone knows that battle. Then it actually said that it is between Tel Azekah, which is there. Let me show you Soho. For that, I will walk a little bit down. Oops, almost fell. Soho, it's there. At the place that's called Ephes Damim. And Ephes Damim, it's a wonderful name in Akkadite. And it actually tells us that this is the end and the border. And we know that this is the border between the city of, between Judea and the Philistines. And but we know that it's usually a place of fields of wheat. Guess what? Here it is, in the valley of Ela. And we are at the valley of Ela. Then in that case, now we know that. We know another thing, that place, and you will see it later on, we have two gates of that city, which is a mistake. At that time, one gate is a mistake. Then two gates is a totally, it's like you are asking the enemy to enter to your city, especially when you are a gate, border city. Then at the book of Joshua, chapter 15, I think, there is a list of the cities of Judea, and when we look at that place, we found the name Soho, Azekah, and Sha'arayim. Now, Sha'arayim in Hebrew, it's a place with two gates. Gate in Hebrew, it's Sha'ar. Two gate, Sha'arayim. Is that Sha'arayim that mentioned in the Bible? No, we believe it is. We believe that it is. Another thing that we actually find, and soon I will show it to you because it's like a sunny, but you can see the wall of the city right here. We found next to the gate a house with 16 rooms, and in one of the rooms we found two models of a temple. And guys, if you will read the Bible and you will read about the Temple of Solomon, it looks actually the same. Of course, that was a model, it wasn't the temple itself. And we found it in a ritual room. At that time, remember, we had no temple. At the time of King David, the time of King Saul, we had no temple. Ta-ta-tee. Yeah, what a beautiful thing. We found another vase there with another inscription in Hebrew, and it said, it mentioned Eshbal. Now we know that Eshbal is the son of King Saul. He was a king of Israel for 2 years together with King David, and then suddenly he died, and King David wept a lot because of it. then it's not that name, but what we believe is that that was a common name at the time of King David and at the time of Saul, Eshbal. I just came from there, and this is the second place that I excavate. You can see the casemate, and in one of those rooms they found the model and at the ritual room, remember 16 rooms, and the gate is right there. You know that if one scholar said that it's from the time of King David, we have other scholars that believes that it's from the Canaanite. One said from Philistine city, but I believe that the Bible mentions Sha'arayim, and there was a reason for that. They excavate only 20% of it, and sadly the scholar didn't publish. He actually mentioned that he won't excavate anymore. Oh, first of all, money. Secondly, he wants to do something else. He wants to be famous. And there are so many things there as well. But look how beautiful is the city. I'm not talking about now the heat and the humidity, which is horrible. We didn't find here pork, no bones of pork. Then it's a kosher place. They ate pita bread here. They found big plates. And dots on it. And kind of the low part, they found they found burned place. Then he believes that baked here they baked pita bread. The Philistines, for example, the Canaanite used to eat bread. True or not, I don't know, but this is a Judean place from the time of King David mentioned in the Bible, Sha'arayim. This is almost, until someone else will tell me something else, this is the thing. And you can see the gate, second gate. Again, why second gate? We don't know. We don't know. There are two main entrances to the city. Today, it's not a problem. At that time, especially when it's a border city, that's a problem. The Ostracon, the inscription, tells us that people knew how to write. Then we are talking about wise people who've been here. There's archive here because it's not the first. This is a very important place, Sha'arayim. Sadly, the Bible didn't told us a lot about it. It just mentioned when the Philistines ran away from David after Goliath died, they went through Sha'arayim, through that city. You can see beautifully the mountains of Hebron and Judea, Tel Sicho, Ela Valley, the battle between King David, only one stone, and Goliath, between Israel and the Philistines. 3-day Bible tour, the city of Sha'arayim. I don't know if you can see the 2 helicopters that now arrived from Gaza, I believe. At least you can, I hope that you can hear them. And the question that I ask is, what is upstairs? Because usually it's the palace. And guess what? It is. It is the government house, palace. You can see part of the wall. so much mystery left for us to find here. So much. I wish that we could have the time and we could convince him to excavate a little bit more. Then we're heading now to the gate, second gate. You can see the group there, the group that's going there. This is the gate and the second gate, and we are going to go through it. As I believe, maybe actually, I remember the last time I went outside and went back to the bus through the outside wall. Let's see what we are going to do this time. Another name for it is Qeiyafa. Khirbet Qeiyafa, the ruins of Qeiyafa. But this is a wrong name that the local Arab gave to one of the scholars in the 19th century. He actually didn't say Qeiyafa, but Qeiyafa sounds much nicer as a name than they use it until they changed it now to Sha'arayim. Yeah, we are heading to the gate. Guys, please don't forget to write a comment. Do you believe in the Bible now? Can you understand what the Bible mentioned? It happened. It's not the end of the tour, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can see the renovation. Oh, look at it. And let's go through. Oh, you can see the drainage. Remember, in every gate, the gates are the lowest places. Then the water must go out. Then this is the drainage canal. We saw it in Lachish as well. You can see it here. We saw it at the first gate. And let me jump. Guys, I'm not working. Actually, I'm not working for more than 11 months because of the war. We are tour guides who trying to study. This time it's 3 months. 3 months of studying the way of the evangelist, the way of thinking. Although it cost me a lot of money, but I need to do that because I cannot stay in my home. The only word that I can say in my house is yes, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, my wife. And then, if you can, the best thing to do is to subscribe to my channel and to send the link of my channel to your friends. But if you want to do more than that, look at the like button. Next to it, there's a shape of a heart button. And at the description you will find 2 more links of Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal, and you can do that through there. Now look at the wall, and it looks like that there were houses outside the wall as well. It's September. It's very dry. There's no rain in Israel until the middle of November. From summer of the middle of March, then everything is dry. Well, it's a desert. We are now in the border between the desert area and the green place. We are between the border of Gaza, which is not so far away from here, and Israel. Hebron is somewhere there. We are in the border of the Philistines and King David and Israel, Judea. So many borders. Dan, thank you for being with me in that beautiful tour. And if you do have some questions, please write a comment. I know that it's not a tour that I'm taking by myself. It's a tour according to the scholar who excavate that city, and then in that case it might be that it will be part of it will be very quick, part of it will be with the British with the I call it Hebrewish, because I have to think in Hebrew and then to convert it into English and do that as good as I can. Then, but it's important for me because it is from the one who excavated it. I do have a video of that place that I took. It's an excellent video, I must say. I study a lot about it, but to hear it from the most important guy here, I think it's better. Then thank you very much for being with me. See you in my next video. Bye bye.